Hey everyone, welcome to EduTap. This is Deeksha Raturi and today we are going to understand the exam pattern of IBPS AFO. Right, so before that, to our new audience, kindly subscribe to our YouTube channel and you can also join our Telegram channel to get the PDF of every lecture that we provide on YouTube. Right, so see my friends, if we talk about IBPS AFO, basically examination, there are three steps. Right, so we have to focus on three steps to get to the post of an agriculture field officer, right? So what are these three stages? These three stages are, it starts with preliminary examination. So it is an objective base. What is objective base? Basically in which MCQs are asked. Any examination in which MCQs are asked, those are known as objective based, right? So similarly, same as prelim, once you clear this, then you move ahead to the mains examination, and in mains also objective questions are asked, right? And then once you clear objective, then you have to appear for interview. Now there are many things that you should know. It's not as simple as it looks, and we'll look at every stage in a much comprehensive manner so that you do not have any query that what are the different stages that you have to face while becoming an IBPS agriculture field officer. All right, so we'll start with the prelim examination. All right, so in prelim examination, basically you have to face three sections in the form of objective, right? So the first section, it is for English language. Okay, so this particular section that is of English language, in it total number of 50 questions are asked. All right, so these 50 questions, these are of maximum 25 marks. All right, so you can say that 0.5 for one question, right? So these 50 questions, they are of 25 marks. And how much time you are given for this particular section? See, do remember in IBPS AFO you have section wise time divided, right? So for this you get 40 minutes, right? So in 40 minutes you have to attempt 50 questions. The maximum that you can get, it is 25. That is for English, right? And the medium of examination, it is all obviously it is in English, it cannot be in Hindi, right? Then coming to the reasoning. So here now in reasoning also you will get to see 50 questions only. Okay, so for English also you have 50, for reasoning also you have 50, but here the maximum marks, they are 50. All right, so here 50 are the maximum marks. Duration is same for both, that is 40 minutes only, and here the medium, it is both English and Hindi. So you can attempt the examination in Hindi also. If you feel like you are more comfortable in it, then Hindi you can opt. All right, so that was for reasoning. Now coming to the quantitative aptitude, that is in general terms I say maths, right? So this is maths only, quantitative aptitude. Now in this number of questions, they are 50. Alright, so in all the sections, the questions, they are 15 in number. If I go for maximum marks, for English it was 25. For reasoning and as well as for maths, both have 50 marks as their maximum, right? So they have 50, and medium it is English and Hindi both. So congratulations to those people. You have a good opportunity whose Hindi is good, but due to some hindrance in English, they are not able to perform. They just have to clear one section, that is of English grammar, right? Then for this also, that the duration that you have allotted, it is 40 minutes, right? So see, this is the general criteria, that is prelim, for prelim examination. And here the notification, it says that the candidate have to qualify in each of the three tests. You cannot do like that, you gain maximum marks in reasoning and quant and then you ill performed in English. For every section there is a sectional cutoff, and you have to clear that. See, you have to clear a sectional cutoff. For English there would be minimum standard of marks that you should get, then for reasoning also, and then for quant also, and then as a whole, as an aggregate also, you have to have a certain marks, right? So we'll look at the previous year cutoff to have an idea that how much it is needed, right? And these cutoff, how they are based on basically how many aspirants have filled the form, how many have given the examination, and then what is the requirement, how many vacancies are there. So nobody can really predict, but yes, these cutoffs, they are more or less on a similar line. So for looking at the last year cutoff, what was the cutoff of last year prelim examination, I am showing here you for the general category, right? So if you can look at general category, you can have idea of the rest of the sections, right? So for general category last year for English it was 5.25. So right, so if you can get these marks in your English section, then you clear the cutoff of this section. Okay, then for reasoning we have 5.50. So if you able to manage these much marks, you can clear. Then for quantitative aptitude it is 9.75. all right, and then overall cutoff, then it is 40.88. So what is basically means, see, for example, if you are not good at English, what you'll do, you just have to clear this 5.25 marks, right? In 50 questions, that is a 0.5 each, right? You just have to attempt, I can say 11 or 12 question at max to clear this cutoff, right? Then you can get, see, because overall for this, see, this is for general category. I'll write here, okay, for better understanding. This is for general category. So see, overall you have to get 40.88, right? So if you are not good at English, you can just clear this cutoff. Then in reasoning 5.50 is minimum for this section, but if you are good at it, you can get maximum marks so that you can round off this cutoff, right? So you can catch the marks in either of the following subjects in which you are good at. So you should at least be good at 2, right, to have this maximum marks, or you can be average at all, right? That is up to you, that is your strategy. But here what I want to tell is that these are the last year cutoffs, and do remember that prelim is just to get into phase 2, to get into the merit list. It does not play any role. No matter if you even get all 125 in this section, it does not guarantee you into the merit list. That is just to clear this prelim. You have to get this to get into the next stage. Now we will look at about the mains examination. That is your second step, and in this you should have professional knowledge. So see, there is no defined syllabus of AFO, but from the previous year analysis, I'll make another video on the syllabus, what is asked most. But for now, you should have professional knowledge. 60 questions will be asked, all of 60 means 1 mark each, and then 45 minutes will be allotted for these 60 questions, right? And the medium of examination, it will be both English and Hindi, all right? So this is for the mains. And then coming to the interview, what is it? So basically, see, here what the notification says, it says that at least 40% of the marks, whatever will be the they say the total marks allotted for interview is 100. All right, so total marks, it is 100 that has been allotted for interview. Then as you can see, for every examination you have to meet a certain standard, that is the minimum marks, right? So here they say that it would be the minimum qualifying marks, that would be not less than 40%. So it will be like 40% for general category and maybe 35% for rest of the categories, be it SC, ST, OBC, right? So this is the general criteria for interview, and it is mentioned in the notification that the mains examination and this interview examination, somewhere the marks that would be in the ratio 80:20, means 80% weightage will be given to the mains examination and 20% weightage of the marks that you have gained in the interview, that would sum up to the 100%, and that will make up your final merit list. So what does I mean? It means, see, this important notification that you must look at, it says that marks obtained in the online mains examination only will be considered for the shortlisting for interview and also for the final merit list. What does it mean? That prelim examination, it does not have to play any role in your final merit list, right? So even for calling for interview also, this mains examination will be considered. There will be no role of prelim, all right? So no matter if you get 125 all in all marks in that, you won't, it does not guarantee you for your final merit or your interview as well, right? So now you have to understand the importance of mains examination, that you cannot just take this particular phase or the step lightly, right? So that is where everything depends, because you never know, your interview can be anyhow, right? So it can be good, it can be bad, that depends. But yes, you have to focus on mains examination, right? So here's I'll also give you the final cutoff of last year. Prelim we have already seen, so you have an idea that how much you have to take care of any particular sections. Why I give you the cutoffs of that particular section, so that you can focus more on mains examination. You just have to clear the cutoff and have a particular aggregate. So the final cutoff here, it is for last time for Air Force, that is an scale 1 officer job. For that, here is the category with UR being 76.53 marks. Then EWS was 74%, OBC 76, SC 65, SC 65, ST 65 and SC 67.13. Alright, so this is for the last year cutoff. I hope now you have an idea about the exam pattern and how to prepare for which phase exactly, right? And which sections also, right? So you do not have to focus much on math. Well, in a case you do, because that costs you more marks, right? But still you make it yourself that which section you want to focus on, right? Now see, as already the notification has been released, you can fill the form. If you are from agriculture background, it is a good opportunity to have a government job in agriculture section, right? So here prelim examination, it is on 26th of December 21, and your mains examination is on 30th January 2022. So there's not much gap. You should start preparing for phase 2 by today itself, right? And somewhere you'll get call letter for interview in February, and then interview it will be conducted in February March 22, right? So yeah, so that is why we have your back cover up. So if you are from that category who have a degree but somehow the base is not as strong as it should have been for phase 2, you already know the importance of phase 2, right? So that is why we have your back covered. We have a course specifically designed for you, where we have detailed videos of every topic of agriculture that you must have studied in your 4 years of your college life. Then we have notes. Apart from that, we have a summary sheet after every chapter for a better revision. Then apart from that, we have worksheets, we have quiz that are present, right? That would help you to have a better conceptual knowledge regarding it. Then see, this course, it is not only going to help you for phase 2 but for interview as well. How? Because we have month-wise agriculture current affair magazine, right? In your interview, you're definitely going to ask current affairs, right? So you should be aware of that, and it is not easy to segregate the normal news with the agriculture news, right, when you study newspapers. So that is why we take care of that. And we have important schemes that are related to agriculture. Schemes are asked in your phase 2 examination, right? So this is going to help you. Apart from that, we also have a test series where you will get 25 full length mock test and 30 sectional test for your better preparation. What else do you need? I tell you what you need. If you feel like you have a good base but you need some revision, so for that we have course 2, in which we have 25 full length mock test and 30 sectional test with detailed PDF explanation of the above tests that are mentioned over here, right? So both the courses, the validity is 31st March 2022. If you feel like you want to buy or you want to look at it, do visit our website, and these are valid till 31st March 2022. And if you want to avail 15% off, if you want to be, you can use the code early15 and avail the offer. Alright. So yes, that is all for today. I hope this session was fruitful for you all, and we'll meet again. I'll come again with the syllabus of AFO with previous year questions. You just do not worry, we have your back covered. Until then, all the very best for your examination. I'll meet again. Until then, all the best. Thank you.